Hello everybody and welcome back to another news video from BrickByBrick. Today, with a little bit of interesting news about LEGO Ideas. There's nothing changing about the program itself, it's just that in late 2018, LEGO Ideas celebrated its 10th anniversary, and they decided that they're going to take a look back at 4 specific older projects. They went through all the ones that reached 10,000 supporters, and they picked 4 that they pre-approved they'd all be made into sets if they win a vote in the next 2 weeks. Well, actually June 4th, which is 2 weeks and a day, but basically just 2 weeks. We will know what another idea set coming out soon will be. Not the next one, but after that. The 4 projects that have been pre-approved and selected for this vote are, first up, the International Space Station, designed by user XCLD. This project was originally submitted back on October 23rd, 2017, and it was under review at some point in 2018, and it did not get approved, obviously. When this was on the table, this was the one that I think this was up against Steamboat Willie, and, I was kind of like, I want Steamboat Willie more, but the space station was probably my second favorite of the batch. I do think that this would be really cool, especially with the Saturn V. I don't know, maybe people are tired of space, or maybe this will do really well and win the vote. Either way, I wouldn't be unhappy. I do think that it's pretty cool and it definitely deserves to be here. The next project is Stitch, and this is the one that I will be voting for, and I definitely want to see. I don't know, I thought that this was a really, really cool model when it was first under review. And this project was created in 2016, and I believe it was under a 2017 review. And, it's a pretty well-built model. I don't know, I think it would be cool to have just alongside Wall-E. Yeah, as a big Disney fan, I would love for this model to win, and if it does win, I will 100% be buying it. The next one up is the Sega Classic Arcade Machines, submitted by user Spacey Smoke, and this was a relatively older project as well. This was in 2015, first submitted, and achieved support either 2016 or 17, and it was under review, and it didn't make it. And this one, I never really loved this one. It's okay, and I'm surprised they picked this of all the non-approved projects, to make it into the final 4. I don't think I can see this winning against the other 3. I don't know, I don't know if it's as popular as Stitch or the International Space Station, which I think the International Space Station is probably the one that would be the most popular of the 4, but I do think that Stitch might have an edge because it is Disney. But I don't know, this one's not bad, and I think it was a good project originally. I just don't think it will hold up against the other 3 here. And the last of the 4 projects is Small Yellow, and this was submitted by Brick Artist, or Nathan Sawaya himself, who is, one of the most famous LEGO sculptors in the world at the moment. And this project is a small version of one of the most famous LEGO sculptures there is, called Yellow, and this is called Small Yellow because it's a small version of it. And this one is kind of cool, and it's definitely, recognizable if you know what you're looking at. However, I feel like this one is probably the weakest of the 4 submissions, just because the only people who are going to want this are going to be, fans of Nathan Sawaya. I don't think that this is super groundbreaking or anything that will be a must-have besides, amongst maybe some AFOL collectors, but I still think there's going to be ones that don't care about this. I cannot see this winning, and I'll be absolutely shocked if it does, but it is still a great project, and, I wouldn't hate it if it won. I just would be really surprised if it beats out the other 3, because normally LEGO Ideas isn't a direct project versus project competition. They'll approve multiple if multiple fit the requirements. But in this case, they've made it a competition. And, in that case, of these 4, I really am rooting for Stitch to win. I won't be mad if the space station beats it, though. The other 2, though, I'll be surprised. And, I think I'm going to call it here. Stitch is my bet, and I will buy Stitch. if he is approved. Second place goes to the space station for sure. And I wouldn't be surprised if the space station wins just because of all the big space stuff that's going on this year. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this little news video. If you'd like to see more of them like this, let me know in the comments section down below. Won't be covering absolutely everything, there's no way, but maybe I'll do it for some of the more interesting topics like this one. So make sure you go vote for Stitch or whichever project you want to win. And I'll see you guys all next time. Bye, everyone.